this, I got a disc in the bag, number 9, which I have almost every single fucking OXM disc, and I realized I don't have number 9. I didn't record number 9. I thought I did both. Probably because, I mean, look at this nondescript cover. Crazy Taxi 3 High Roller. It's not that it has that much on it, you know. So, you know. Number 9. Finally some Crazy Taxi action. Oh my god. It's one of these. Oh, that's right. I have to wait for the, Oh my god. Looks like we're playing Dead or Alive 3 again. You know, that's why I kind of space these things out, you know? Bruce Lee. But, what was I saying? Oh, I spaced these things out, but I know if you watch these fucking videos in order, there's gonna be a lot of fucking Dead or Alive. But for me, it's like, right when I'm out, Dead or Alive pulls me back in, and I'm almost out of Dead or Alive. It fucking sucks, I need more. I wonder what Bruce Lee would have thought to have his likeness stolen.
You must recover the relic before it falls into their hands.
Oh yeah.
They've stolen the relic and abducted your father.
Father!
All is fair in love and war.
And it looks like shit. Is it a cult classic? This like animation looks stiff as fuck. Alright, whose fault is it? Show me whose fault. Summer 2002. Okay, whose fault? Universal. It's not much to go on. Who developed the fucking thing?
This game has not yet been rated.
Ah, here we go. This is one of the things that
Hey,
I think is exclusive to the menu screen.
This month we've got a great demo of Hunter the Reckoning. This
Oh.
game is awesome. 4 players at the same time. The demo includes 3 of the levels of the game.
I'm highlighting Dead or Alive 3 as Christy is looking over his shoulder.
And give this a shot. We also have some cool video this month. If you keep watching, you'll see some great footage of Microsoft's super fast racer called Quantum Redshift. This game is just amazing. It's really, really fast. It's like Wipeout ×5. So keep watching and check that out as well. And also,
It's like a pre-release version of Crazy Taxi.
Feature called Pod, or Pyramid of Destruction. You may have seen the Pyramid of Destruction appear in our top 10 plays of the month over the past couple issues. Well, we're making it a regular feature, so definitely check that one out as well. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. So until next month, take it easy. Bye-bye.
There we go. This is why I sit through all this shit. When did they change it up? It was around 20? I'm pretty sure I've gone back to back, like the old version and the version I'd used up until the end. I can't fucking... This version here, where it kind of just hovers on the screen, didn't really last that long. The other one, it doesn't have much information. It just like rotates and shit, right? So I always fucking have to start like this in order, because I mean you miss out otherwise on some of the shit unless you just sit here and watch this, right? Which they I mean they fixed that in other ones, but they kept it the same. But I mean, it's still kind of a neat feature here, because I'm doing this I know I've said this before. I'm doing this different than how you normally would do it because I'm trying to show pretty much everything, right? And in order to do that, it's like this, right? While normally, you know, would be. So I'm not sure if I would say that this version is worse than the second version. I think the second version does, like, it organizes stuff better.
Hey, recently we received a letter from a guy by the name of Michael May of Buffalo, New York. And Michael told us about a floating tree in Halo. It's actually on the assault of the control room level. And basically is when you get the tank for the very first time, there's a large tunnel that leads underneath the mountain. And on top of the tunnel is a very large ledge where there's a wraith. If you destroy the wraith and make it all clear up top, you can easily get up there. If you run off to the right, there are a bunch of very large rock formations sort of huddled in the corner. You can use those to jump up into the corner and get up to the top onto the ledge. And that's where you'll see the tree. It's a massive tree sitting there, floating completely off the ground.
You fucking guys.
You can actually walk into the tree when the trunk disappears.
Bungie, how could you fuck that up?
It looks like a giant snowflake, actually. So thanks for the letter, Michael. And everyone, please keep those letters coming in. And we'll get some more in motion for you. Thanks.
There's a box back there. It looked like it said DirectX. Is that like DirectX box? Or is that actually DirectX, like... Could you buy DirectX? It's basically, yeah, the Xbox, DirectX box, right? But, I always wondered about that, because I've seen, like, you know, you could buy C and, what was it? Visual Basic, right? Which I think you need for, like, commercial reasons. I wonder if you had to do that if you were a developer, you had to buy DirectX. Everything costs money, man. Oh, I see what this, holy shit. Breaking the game, I like it. I'm not the biggest fan of the first Halo. Like, I like some of it quite a lot, but some levels I fucking despise, but the game is fun still. And this is showing the game used to be fun. As of recording this, Halo Infinite technically released a couple weeks ago. If you had Game Pass, I don't have Game Pass, so I don't fucking download it. Less subscriptions, come on.
God made people because that dinosaur game sucked.
What? More quantum redshift facts, I guess. I remember this was advertised for the one disc and it wasn't on it. What a shame. That disc was really good otherwise. It's like, oh man, I have to really, like, you know, because it's not like you dock 1 point, you have to like cut your points in half for false advertising, right? It's like with the lineup in like this game, it's kind of, if I remember correctly, it was kind of a pain in the ass. The disc itself would have been better without it, but because they advertised it, right, it was like, oh, this isn't bullshit. That's why I was like Computer Gaming World 200 was such a piece of shit. Uh-oh. It's happening again. This is the best part. Well, it's certainly a part. What was it, like one of the OXMs on the fucking 360 reused this music? I was like, oh my god. Nostalgia. Fuck, this disc itself almost came out 20 years ago. The Xbox came out 20 years ago. What the fuck? It's fucking exciting. All right, we're done with that showcase. I can dig it. I mean, that's kind of fun. You just leave it on. All right, I'll press Y for more info. Is it just gonna pull up the trailer?
Any person who attains complete mastery reveals their presence of mind in every action.
Is that Lopan?
You are the champion of this monastery, and of those
Okay. So yeah, that's just the trailer. Credits real quick. It's classy. I'm easily impressed by old school flair, I guess. So features was mostly okay. So we watched Pyramid of Death, right? Video verdict. Okay, so let's finish the features.
Any person who attains complete
Just make
mastery
sure.
reveals
So
their
let's
presence
see
of
developers
mind.
commentary. Halo 3. I mean Halo Part 3. I know this always
I'm
takes
one of the
fucking
monks.
forever.
I also write the music for Halo and work on the sound design. I'm Marty O'Donnell, and this is my little friend.
Bigger than you think, O'Donnell. Joseph Staten, I do all the cinematic.
If I remember correctly, this is like the best one.
The time. But we have to
Best
work together as
part.
a team because what is visuals without audio?
That's true. Good point. And this is an excellent example of just that,
Right, this
that
opening,
relationship,
this
Marty.
opening somewhat cutscene, but you still have control of the camera, but action is still happening on the screen.
Hey, this actually happens a lot in the first level, which is what we're seeing now. The player is actually taking camera control away from me,
Right.
which makes me nervous. But at the
Right.
same time, sets up really cool cinematic moments that we've just essentially set up different things that are going to happen in the environment, be they explosions that trigger when you run by them, or guys that run up to you and have something important to say. Little in-level cinematic
Every
moments
piece
that
of
are very
shrapnel
cool.
has its own metallic hit sound when it hits, and you know where it's hitting because you have surround sound on, everybody, right?
Don't badger them, Marty.
Oh,
if they
well,
have
sorry.
the system, they'll use it.
It's a good system.
But really, this whole first part of the game, when you're on your ship, the Pillar of Autumn, this big, massive, kilometer-long cruiser, you are essentially being boarded by the aliens, and we really wanted to give the player in real time that feeling of panic, terror.
These goddamn
aliens tear through your ship.
And there's
And
Mendoza.
Mendoza actually got the
gray walls. Look at all this fucking shit.
personalities and
It looks better in game, but I mean it is pretty.
great moment. So every time you meet a new Marine, he's going to, well, maybe have something interesting to say, but he's going to
I
have
mean,
a unique voice, and that voice will
it's
stay with him throughout his
Color challenge. I'll just say it that way. I don't know how else to describe it.
Oh.
The palette is low.
And this is
Which again, I guess they're setting up Halo looks so. Hey, look, that brief shot was the marathon thing. I understand references, but yeah, it's like, oh, look how green and colorful this is, right? Versus the fucking
The
spaceship.
ambient background of the birds and the wind and the Covenant dropship coming from far away, and the music swelling as you see the sun.
And this is actually a pretty
At the
challenging-
time,
You're not
this
hearing it
was
at this moment. You're hearing us.
what,
But
4 or 5 years after the last marathon game, which isn't that long, you know.
actually try to create cinematics for and add
That's
sounds
fucking
to
crazy to
because
think
it's
about it.
so big and imposing.
I think 3 was released in
echoing off the cliff. And it really
'96,
truly
right?
is
So
echoing
5
because
years
we have
probably. So
environmental modeling,
right now,
digital signal
Marathon
processing
3
chip
is
on the
25, and
Xbox.
Halo's 20.
You
That's
set
not
all sorts of environmental
much of a
models.
difference.
Like this is a huge room with a
But
really
look at those
big
fucking
echo.
games, right?
And this is the Arnold Schwarzenegger shot.
I don't know why you refer to that as the Schwarzenegger shot.
Don't you
When
remember
it's
that movie?
clearly a sort of Godard.
Godard.
Anyways,
Yeah.
that's another insertion cinematic, again, showing the player who they're going to fight, where they're going to fight them.
Yep.
And if you're quick enough on this level, you can actually
That was
steal
the
one of Banshees, this alien flying
fucking
vehicle from,
gap
the
between
aliens before
the
they're able to get him.
N64 PlayStation generation and
Get in this Banshee,
the
slice
Xbox
straight
and
across the
PlayStation
outside,
2
straight
generation.
across
Of course, I mean,
It's a really big.
And every one of those little plasma
the N64 was
the wall has its own little unique
pretty fucking far ahead, right? So there's a bit of a curve there.
That's
I mean, compare the 3DO and
Mouth
N64.
noises are good for games. Trust me.
And you can also do the same with Dreamcast to Xbox, but I mean the Dreamcast also wasn't really a long enough, right? The 3DO was pretty much around longer than the Dreamcast somehow.
These guys have. Those creatures are great. You know, whenever you kill one of those creatures, you
So
should
there is
definitely
definitely a
get up close and
curve,
just
but
look
damn,
at it.
still.
It's unbelievable what it looks like.
Actually, we don't really spend a lot of time luxuriating on and actually showing you the aliens in the cinematics,
Right.
which is too bad because every little piece of them has a sound when it clanks. This hunter's armor, his shield,
Right.
for
Even
example.
when he's breathing, he makes sounds, and it's tied directly to the way his idle animations work, and then his action animations.
My favorite sound I think I've heard that you've created so far, Marty, though, is when you sneak up behind one of these hunters and you melee attack them in the game, and then, I'm not going to spoil it, but you just got to listen to the sound they make when they die, when they fall forward and die.
Gabonk.
It's good stuff. Think watermelon wrapped up in a big thing of tinfoil.
Right, baseball
Get
bat.
in the ground.
Yeah. So this is good here. We got the sniper rifle. Get in close.
Hey,
Does this
Marty,
remind you of anything?
Does this look familiar, Marty?
Oh, yeah, but I was on that other end.
Oh wait, if that didn't look familiar, does this look familiar?
No.
Oh, Martin!
What? Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That
These
should
fucking
be
guys,
every
man.
single time you ever faced me in multiplayer, muchacho.
I know. But that's because I actually spend my time working rather than playing till I get good.
Hey, if you listen really close, I think you can hear the ice creaking.
Yeah, and the snowflakes actually hitting the ice.
Uh-huh.
Every detail is in this game.
And the cool thing about, well, I mean, this is just cool, right?
This is totally cool.
I'm sort of mesmerized by it. Take that, dang!
Yeah.
And actually, the first
And the
time I saw
ghosts
this, the
coming
ghosts
out, that
actually
is
coming
so
out
cool.
of the thing. That's great.
The physics are really fun to work with. So when we actually attach sounds and they work with the actual physics of the environment, that means the sounds do things that we weren't even planning on them to do once you start working with them in the environment. So as the hovercraft gets nearer and further away and bounces, the sound actually responds. And crash, there you go. Sound of metal crashing into metal.
What you're saying, Marty, is it's all about putting the puzzle pieces into place and then just letting the player go.
Letting Jason Jones make it happen.
There you go.
He's the man.
There you go.
Okay.
The kiss.
Is he being
sorry.
sarcastic?
And there's the tank.
Is that a rib?
It's not. See, because he starts it up. And working on engine sounds for these things is also a blast because the engines, you can tell exactly what's coming at you from behind. Something's coming at you from behind. You can tell some little creature walking up to you or some huge tank driving up to you. You don't even have to see it.
A lot of the time in Halo, when you're going through these big environments, we are built-in moments of transition. This, though we haven't created the cinematic for yet, is going to be one of those situations where you come into a new environment that's huge and massive, and you want to show it in third person and figuring out a way to pull back and say, hey,
This is how big.
this is how big and cool it is.
Boom.
I was rambling. All right. Let's look at Redshift real quick, see if there's anything new here. They show everything. Oh, it's full screen now, right? This is first look part 5, right? Did I misread that? I can't read. I'm looking at the demo list here. There's 2 games I'm not wanting to play, so I think I'll bust into one of those right away. Okay, I think that was different. Alright, did it do all the top 10 plays? Well, we get a better view on it this time. Look at him go. Can't believe Burnout's so old too. All these fucking games, man. How about that? It's like, what was the top play there? And it's number one. What was the deal, right? All right, so we did do Pyramid of Death. So let's just watch the making of Hunter the Reckoning, and then I'm going to do a demo.
This summer, the world of darkness will come alive as Interplay Entertainment and High Voltage bring White Wolf's popular pen and paper game, Hunter the Reckoning.
See, I wish I would have known that. I never knew that there was that these games were based off of pen and paper.
With incredible graphics and outstanding multiplayer action, Hunter the Reckoning will be the hottest Xbox title of the year. And now, for the first time ever, you will enter into this mysterious world, watch never-before-seen footage, and hear directly from the creators of the game. Welcome to Hunter Underground.
Is that a poster of Wonder Woman in the back? What was that?
A fast-paced action game that takes place in White Wolf's World of Darkness. It's really a throwback game. Reminds me a lot of the old Gauntlet series, Smash TV. In our game, you're playing up to one to four players on a shared screen cooperatively. So there's no death match or anything. You're all playing together to achieve a common goal. And to me, that's what the best part of the game is. We haven't had any cooperative console games in a long time. And it's just cool.
Since Gauntlet, Dark Legacy 2 months prior? What the fuck is he talking about?
Just for non-stop action. You sit down, you pick it up.
The hidden secret of video games, I mean, and work, right? Whenever you get into a job, right, you know, in the creative process, say you're a painter, right, you stop looking at other paintings because you're focused on your own shit. So apparently that's very, it seems like it's 1,000% true with like indie developers. They get stuck in the year that they started making their first video game, right? And that seems to be the case here. It's like, oh, he must have gotten a business in '94, right? What co-op games came out in '94? I can't fucking remember. It was before Diablo, right? Maybe that was '96. I guess Doom, right? But
we have Samantha Alexander.
I'm not even sure. That came out of the box with co-op, but anyway.
And the healer of the group.
So they kind of ignore other games around them. And the most notorious one, of course, is Yu Suzuki. Shenmue. Apparently he must have stopped playing games in the 80s, so he ignored all sorts of advancements and shit. Which, to be fair for him, up until, I guess, Shenmue 2, technically, like all the games, or even after that, he had a failed arcade game that looked pretty fucking cool. It didn't pass. It didn't get past like the test, like the location test, I should say. It was, I mean, more or less complete. But like he was pushing the envelope up until then, but then he got out, and the envelope stopped getting pushed when he came back.
Zombies all coming at you at the same time, and
I'm just rambling again over this because I mean the gameplay speaks for itself. It's hack and slash. It's Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, which they just fucking came out with. What the fuck is that guy talking about?
Are some of the best I've seen on the Xbox, and I don't think I'm alone in that. I think a lot of independent eyes have said the same.
These guys are fucking stoned, man. They don't know what's going on.
Early on to really go after Xbox and really make this an Xbox game. And
wasn't the first one on the GameCube also? There's 3 of them. First and third one on Xbox. Second one for some reason was on PS2.
I think most people, hardcore gamers buying the game, would be very happy with it.
Wow, she's so white. That's pretty impressive.
It's something new and totally unique to the Xbox.
If you're a gamer who likes fast-paced, lots of action.
So how did she do that? Did she paint her face?
Deep story, great license. Hunter's the game for you. Guaranteed you'll have a ball.
What'd you get out of that? Well, this chick, her fucking like complexion was like a porcelain statue. What about the game? Yeah, the game exists too. All right, let's as promised, We're done with features, so let's do one of the demos I don't want to do. Street Hoops. And nothing, yeah, it doesn't. See, the other ones, they give a synopsis on the thing, which makes more sense. But anyway. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Oh. This is going to suck. I'm trying to think of what did Activision actually make any good games before Call of Duty. I'm trying to remember. I guess Soldier 4, they published id Software games at the time. Which, to be fair, they weren't any good. I mean, I didn't like them. I mean, I know a lot of people like Return to Castle Wolfenstein. I guess they published Quake 3, maybe? What else? Before Call of Duty. This Doom 3 was after. Soldier of Fortune, I guess? Maybe them Star Trek. Like, cause all the Raven Software games. Which, I mean, to be fair, I like them, but I also never want to replay them because they're kind of very restrictive in how they play. They're kind of like Half-Life, where it's just a straight path, right? But even like Half-Life, the first one, you know, you have some branching paths and shit. But Raven Software games are very overly focused, I'll say. So it's kind of hard. Like, I played Soldier of Fortune once. Like, there really isn't much there, you know, for me to want to go back. So what else did fucking Activision publish? How did they make so much money? So I've got Quake 3, Soldier of Fortune. Now, this is all personal preference. I know a lot of people like Return to Castle Wolfenstein. I like Enemy Territory. But what the fuck? How did they do it? How the fuck did Ubisoft make so much money? Yeah, this doesn't look good. This was originally being developed for the PS1, huh? I made the Dreamcast. It looks... God. How do I shoot? Alright. Oh, fuck. It's B button. I thought I fucking hit... Whatever. Meal ticket. Was this after NBA Street? Is that what they're trying to do? They made a fucking NBA Street clone in like 2 months? Or is this before and they were the innovator? This had to have been after. That game I think came out in 2001. It was like a really shitty version of NBA Street. See, I can name more really good EA games right off the top of my head from back then. Like, it was NBA Street. Madden 02 was pretty good. I said that, now I have to think what the fuck else, right? Oh yeah, Command and Conquer Tiberian Sun, Command and Conquer Renegade. I mean, I put Command and Conquer Renegade up with the Raven Software games, you know. I haven't played any of the Star Trek ones. Maybe those games are really fucking sweet, but I don't know. They're always out of print. Ah, this game sucks. Oh, nice. Activision, you're suspicious. Shit. Oh, she only scored 2? Primitive Man. What are their names? I'm curious. Sean John. in-game advertising for a defunct Puff Daddy brand. Nothing but net, baby. What the fuck are you guys doing? Hold on. Meal ticket. Big Mo, just shoot it. Fuck. Let's go for it. What are you doing? This game sounds like shit too. What the fuck? Just end it already. Fucking basketball, man. I mean, I'd still rather play this in any fucking football game. Definitely any over every fucking soccer game. Fuck that. Fucking endless torture is that, man. Fucking Jesus Christ. All right, Big Mo. I'm just gonna go for threes. Fuck you guys. I only got 7 seconds left. Shoot. What are you doing, you idiot? Well, that's good for you. It's fucking good for you, okay? Yo, even that looks like shit. Okay, let's do the other one I don't want to fucking do. Outlaw Golf. This fucking game. I've got two options. I can press start or I can accept. Okay. I got, well, 3 and quit. Let's do ice tray and a fresh fruit. Oh, I can change the outfit. This game's fucking embarrassing. But, I mean, if you just went straight up, you know, Dead or Alive Extreme, release it now, I'd be a happy camper. Of course, I mean, they also had the volleyball spinoff, so you just do it with that, you know.
Hello and welcome to the lush links of the Turnpike Valley Golf Club.
Fuck. I don't want to do this.
Crime-ridden inner city streets of Beverly Hills, wannabe rapper Ice Trey dropped out of school to pursue his dream of rapping and playing golf. A decision that was about as promising as his single-digit SAT score. Caddying for
If he dropped out, then how come he was taking the SAT?
and tattoo consultant.
You know, I just showed up to college. I was like, oh, you're going to have to pass the thing. That saved me so much money. I suppose I could have gotten a grant for the SAT, but I don't fucking feel like taking those tests.
Yo, welcome to hole number 1. Aye, that bridge ahead is trouble. Don't be no hero and hit it over, cause this is Jersey. You might hit a car. Them drivers will mess you up.
Because all you have to study is like, fuck you, I'll just do it. And I show up to college and I'm like, okay, you have to pass these exams. Like, okay, I'll fucking do it. Of course, I didn't pass one of them, so you're going to have to take this class in order to do all the other ones, right? And you know what happened? I ignored their advice and I just signed up for the advanced classes anyway and passed those. So fuck school. It's all a sham.
looking very promising. Third shot. Fourth shot. Now there's a perfectly sliced shot, and by perfect I mean it sucked. Fifth shot and still not on the green. Someone's game seems to be heading south. Sixth shot. This is starting to get ugly. Well, you know what they say. If you don't play well, you end up in the gutter. Looks like we're here. Seventh shot. This is not a pretty picture. Heads up, folks, because that is an ugly slice. Eighth shot. I think we're about to redefine the meaning of the term hacker. Way to go. That one's in the sand.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
It's not right, but I can't help but laugh. Ice tray is... Gotta like that. That ball wishes it had never landed.
How many times can I do this?
Why am I whispering? It's the 10th shot. Wow, that ball really took off. Ice tray is playing just to keep the gallery from laughing their asses off. Whoa, that putt has left the building. Just to finish this hole before juice on that one. Just to get this ugly sucker over with. Well, it looks like that one has...
How many shots have I gone?
Just to get off this jinxed green. Boy, you cannot have your ball get any closer to the hole than that without it falling in.
Plus 11, I dig it.
Hey, shut your mouth. No yapping.
That sucks.
We're here at the second.
This hole is so long, I could practically have a manicure and pedicure done before this is finished. We're looking at a 329-yard par 4 with a dog leg to the right, blah, 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 blah. Oh, goody.
At least the water. I mean, they're using the shaders on the water, I guess.
Ice tray is about to put club 2 ball on the tee.
I fucking do not like how this game plays. You'd think I'd be getting better as I played this more and more on this series, but I fucking don't care.
Second shot.
Any drift in your, like, you have to be fucking perfect with your stick, man.
Third shot.
Like that one I could feel going off just a tad, and just that one I didn't, but whatever.
It's time to break out the sand wedge.
Fucking horse shit.
Ice tray is going to... Oh, that'll work.
I think they could have gotten better fucking models for. I guess they used all their Simon and Schuster used all their budget on hose, which I mean, that's respectable.
This does not look good. Ice tray is looking for an ugly ain't the word for it. Double
You fucker.
Doesn't look like practice is making perfect here.
Ah.
Just to escape without a total disaster. I think we're looking at
Oh, fuck off.
Would you look at that putt, folks?
This fucking game. Piece of shit.
Save a little face. I wouldn't exactly call that a break to the right. It's more of a lean to the right. Just to make it out of this hole. Now, oh, too bad. That putt is just short of perfect, meaning it blew.
Oh, man. God dang.
That's some shit.
Myself and the crew, we hope to see you back here real soon.
I am my ass destroyed. Your game sucks. I wonder if they were like, you know, this game sucks. We need some way to sell it, so they decided to throw some bunch of hoes in there, right? Or if they're like, we got all these hoes, we need a game. It's like, shit, how do we do this? Don't worry, the men are definitely hoes in there too. Gigolos all over the place. Equal opportunity game. Except for Ice Tray, he's a bit of a fucking, like, little weasel guy, right? Alright, before we return, let's go to the video verdict. Rally Sport Challenge, bottom to top. See if they mention the fucking loading times. Oh, Digital Illusions also did the first one? They did both of them, huh? Pretty cool. I see. One through 4 via split screen. Video verdict, but not really. Alright, let's look at Max Payne. They didn't give Max Payne a high rating, did they? 8.8. I mean, that's pretty decent. Oh, it was, I think it was Morrowind. Why is it not fucking Max Payne demo on? Oh, that's what it said. The writing is craptacular. What the fuck's... I remember there was something weird about this fucking review. And the voice acting is amateurish. What the fuck? Who reviewed this? So, at the time, the voice acting, because the Max Payne that guy does a great job as Max Payne. Everyone else, whatever. But I mean, at the time, like compared to these other fucking games, no. I mean, you can move that and the story into good and the fucking idiots. Jesus. Legacy of Kain, Blood Omen 2. I guess it's a classic. I'm surprised this is as old. I mean, Jesus. I always thought this came out later, but I guess not. I wish I would have saved my save of this. I played this on Game Tap and got about halfway through. 8.5 out of 10 though. I don't know about that, Chief. Yeah, plenty of killing is good. No, unfortunately, we'll never get beyond box puzzles. Who's a Submariner? This is deja vu. Have I ever asked that before? I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Alright, Jet Set Radio. I gotta fucking keep re-releasing the first game, but not this one. Not the good one. Oh, I know that people like the first game, but this one I thought was, from what I played, way improved. Just felt so much better. Is it really a sequel or is it like a reboot? Like, what the fuck? I need to play more of both, but I mean, it's hard to track this one down. Again, because they re-released the first game, Jet Grind Radio, but not this one. Lack of tension found in the original. Yeah, sometimes the control's not doing what you wanted them to. Scored higher than Max Payne. Let's see what Crash did. 7.1. I was gonna say it needs some like a lower card in order to balance out the other ones. Oh, it looks nice in this little screen they've got. See, if it's not very responsive, that's a major problem, man. Sonic R. Yes, it is. Konami and Universal. Oh my god. All right. So next time is gonna be some fucking demos.